Welcome folks, nice to see you guys in the new year, and today I've got new toys. A local manufacturer again decided to take the giant leap into slug making and brought out the Thor Slugs. Now these are hybrids. I've not even opened the packet yet, so here goes my packet open. This is an unboxing of slugs. Right. Comes in a nifty little pack to make sure that there's no damage on it. If I can find the beginning, I'll be quite lucky. I don't have time for this. Get in there. Get in there. Where's the slugs? Yes. The packaging is tight. Alright. So these are the Thor slugs. The specific one I've got in my hand is the 25 grain hybrids. Now I'll take a close up for you guys on that one. It's got a very deep cavity. It's a very long slug, so the BC coefficient should be quite good. Pronunciation. Very small tip, very small hollow point in the front, massive cavity in the back. So what I'm going to do today, I'm going to test these babies. First and foremost, I want to see at what speeds they group the best out of my gun. So this is not harmonic tuning, but it will give me an indication what my gun loves. So I'm going to shoot it from power setting 1 all the way up to power setting max. I'll give you guys exactly the speeds and everything in somewhere around here when I shoot it, so that you know exactly what speeds they are doing what. And I'm going to look at 30 meters or 33 yards only today. It is extremely gusting and blistering. I can't go out to the 1500 meters, so you'll have to wait for the follow-up movie on this one or video on this one. But today I'm going to test 3 of these different slugs. So I've got 25 grain here. These are the 216s. I've also got a box of 217s, exactly the same grain. So depending on the fuzziness of the barrel, we'll see if there's a difference between the two or not. And then this is an interesting one. This is a 21 grainer, only available in 217 at the moment, and I'm quite excited about this one. I don't know why yet, but I think this one, I'll be able to shoot this one in excess of 1,000 feet per second. So it might be a little bit of a crackling if it goes through the barrel, like a loud pops. And hopefully I'll have some time today to do the clay test as well. Otherwise I'll do the clay expansion test on another day. Sit back, enjoy, let's do it at 30 meters. Right, let's get right into this. But just to show you guys a quick example of the difference between a 26 grainer and the hybrids. The hybrid is about 2 millimeters longer than a 26 grain slug. And that's due to the extreme hollow in the back. Alright, without further ado, let's get into some shooting. First up is the Thor 25 grain 216s, 30 meters, power setting 1. Oops, forgot to zero my gun. I had the scope at 110 yards. That didn't group at all. Let's go for higher power and try again. No grouping at any speed at this stage. So obviously the 216s doesn't like the heavy A slug liner. Remember, the heavy A slug liner is actually built for heavier slugs. So let's take the 217s next and see if we get better results.
I'm really not even going to waste my own time to try and measure this. Obviously these slugs are a no-go in my gun.
Alright, the initial run wasn't that great. The 216s did not want to group at all at 30 meters out of my gun. I'm going to try the 217s now, and again, same setup, starting on power setting 1. Much better. Wow, that is a huge improvement over the 216s. And that just shows you guys the difference, such a small difference of a thousandth of a millimeter between what your slug liner loves and what they absolutely hate. Those groupings, slightly better, not perfect yet, but remember this gun is not harmonically tuned for these slugs. Right, time to go into those small little 21 grainers. Just interesting to note before I go there, the 217s didn't fit so lacquer into my magazine. It was a little bit long. The 216s fitted perfectly. Remember, I've got the old magazines, but the 217s, they came in with a little bit of stickiness at the end, as if they are too long, and that's why I had some problems as well loading in between. I had to physically shake the magazine a little bit to get them into the chamber. Let's see what the 217s do in 21 grain.
Quite impressive groupings, even at much lower speeds. I was quite surprised at the low speeds, the good groupings I got at 15, 14 and 15 millimeter between the power setting 1, 2 and 3. And then it opened up totally in power setting 4 and 5, and then tightened again quite nicely on the maximum power. I think if you chase these slugs a little bit faster, closer to 970 or 980, you might even get a better grouping.
Time for the 21 grainers in 217. Quite interesting to note the color difference between the 25 grainers and the 21 grainers. The 21 grainer is a lot darker, and it also left some black in my hands as well. I don't know what that is, or maybe just the lubricant they use, but a much darker color lead. The other one, the 25 grainers, is silver. This one is more grayish, but no bird or prey or whatever is gonna see that pellet or slug in any case. So let's see what he does on power setting 1 first. Gun doesn't like the 21 grainers. That's a real pity. I'll show you the guys the results just now. Not impressed.
Well, I had a heck of a lot of fun today. With the wind howling, as you can hear in the background, I just absolutely love this. The 21 grainers was a little bit disappointing, although I got some decent grouping at 911 feet per second. I might want to explore that a little bit more. If I have to surmise the whole day, the 25 grainers at 217 had the most promise at this stage, and I would really love to take those babies out to 50 meters and even 100 meters. Well, that's all I've got for today. Hold on to your hats, hold on to your guns, have fun shooting. I'll see you next time.
That's all, folks.